Biosecurity largely affects agricultural goods and is critical for the livelihood of Papua New Guineans. The National Agriculture Quarantine and Inspection Authority says PNG's existing regulatory framework for biosecurity and trade in agricultural products is outdated and inadequate for existing international trade challenges and opportunities. The current legislation supporting the work of NACIA is fragmented across many laws. There is inconsistency and it overlaps across biosecurity provisions contained in 5 different acts. The Biosecurity Bill aims to create a streamlined framework by repealing the technical provisions of the National Agriculture Quarantine and Inspection Act 1997 and the Biosecurity Agriculture-related provisions of the Quarantine Act 1953, the Slaughtering Act 1964 as amended, and repealing in their entirety the Animal Disease Control Act 1952, Plant Pest and Disease and Control Act 1953, and Animals Act 1952.
Pacific Island leaders wanted to form a trade bloc to trade to meet the phytosanitary issues that the world was looking at. So, being as a member of the United Nations, Papua New Guinea and the Pacific Island nations must form a bloc. Through this enactment of this biosecurity legislation, we have biosecurity this type of bills in Solomon Islands, in Vanuatu, in Fiji, but PNG, we don't have it. It's a first of its kind. After almost 50 years of independence, it's a first of its kind, and that's the reason why I've been saying this is a historical document, and we must leave a legacy. Our ministers, our governments, everybody must leave a legacy. So what this bill does is that it creates an avenue for Papua New Guinea to trade its agricultural commodities. We can be able to trade with Australia, we can be able to trade with Europe, China, everywhere, because all these countries rely on biosecurity. If we have pest and disease issues in this country, they will not accept our commodities, our taro, our bananas, our cocoa, all these things. But this bill addresses all these pest and disease issues and captures the sanitary and phytosanitary issues that is issued through the WTO World Trade Organization.
Phytosanitary relates to measures aimed at controlling plant diseases, especially in agricultural crops. The draft Biosecurity Bill conforms to requirements of international trade set by the World Trade Organization. NACIA hopes the Minister for Agriculture, Aye Tambua, can get the bill passed in Parliament this year.